All right, cool. Looks like I'm live. It's a little bit, I don't know why the lighting is a little dark again. Oh well, good enough. So, yeah, over here in the USA, it is just the tail end of the 4th of July, and ooh, I have a little wrinkle. I guess we're ironing out, everything. So I wanted to go deeper with passion in your twin flame union and igniting passion within. The fireworks did inspire this for sure. And I'm Alden, the twin flame psychic, and it is, I think the air is a little smoky, the neighborhood. People are lighting fireworks still. So, that happens. And yeah, got some nice selenite heart here. I was pulling this out in my TikTok reading. So here it is again. And thanks for joining. If you're joining live and if you're catching this after, whenever this is happening for you is the perfect time. So enjoy. Feel free to chat if you want to too. And so let's start out with the divine masculine and the divine feminine, a card for each, since that is a part of this reading. So let's go ahead with these angel cards. The Angel Tarot cards by Doreen Virtue and Valentine Radley. How do you say his name? Oh, Radley Valentine. Right. It's like the spelling always throws me off. I always look at things and want to pronounce them the way they look. So that's not always the case, right? So this is just a card for the divine masculine and what you can do if you are the divine masculine, or if you're the divine feminine and you're desiring your divine masculine, just how you can hold space, but going deeper specifically with igniting passion within, and think about what passion means to you, because it definitely has more than one meaning. And the deeper truth of passion is that true passion is on a foundation of peace, not on a foundation of excitement or, something that is not eternal. It is. Passion can be like an eternally expansive experience with your twin flame. So the divine masculine's card is here. Okay, the lighting is not perfect for me, but it's pretty good for the cards. So 9 of fire, don't give up, protect that which you've created, have courage, and believe in yourself. So definitely a fiery card. This card is suggesting that for the divine masculine right now, courage is really key. And it doesn't mean, you need to go do something that you associate automatically with being courageous. You don't need to do crazy heroic acts to be courageous. Sometimes it's just being your authentic self that is courageous, because you're used to operating in some other kind of a way, right? Where your merit, you think, is based on how well you come across, but you'll always come across well in truth when you are authentic, and when you go deeper with that and are courageous enough to dive into your own psyche, your own soul, and your own heart, and really feel into what is there that feels passionate. And as I'm saying this, I'm also paying more attention to my posture. Probably this chair, one day will be a different chair. I have a desk chair that's a different chair. So anyways, what I'm feeling into here is that as you actually are more courageous, you automatically become more in tune with your alignment, and it's easier for you to align as well. Welcome to the live, and feel free to chat if you have any comments. And so yeah, being courageous allows you to feel something that is that feeling when your spine feels aligned, when your chakras feel aligned, when your energy and your physical reality, they align with what is within. And if you are in touch with the passion that you have for your twin flame, and you go deeper with that, then you are going to have an easier time attracting your twin flame, who is you. So it's not like, it's not someone outside of you, right? And let's move this light. See if I can move this light a little bit closer. Is that any better? A little bit better. I mean, I could, turn on some lights, but it's fine. So, yes. All right, let's move on. It's like kind of fun. It's like dramatic, a little bit scenery. Okay, this is the Divine Feminine's card, by the way. So two of air. Well, this is being unable or unwilling to make a decision, a stalemate, pretending there is no problem. So perfect. This is giving you your next step as a Divine Feminine, or if you're the Divine Masculine watching this, then this is, showing you how you can hold space for your Divine Feminine to move forward. Basically, it's time to just move forward with the decision that you've already made. So I don't know about you, but sometimes I do, falter a bit in the choices or decisions I make because things come up that will probably make you question your choice. And if it's a love-based choice, an aligned choice, it will always lead you to more love. So it may not be the ultimate choice that you make, but it's leading you there. So, and because the choice resonates for you. And when you're making a choice out of anger or out of fear, that's not a real choice. It's not something you want to make. And as you go deeper with your spiritual understanding, that becomes clear, and you stop doing that if you ever did. And I think that, we're encouraged as we grow up to sort of like self-sabotage sometimes. And if you don't know any better, you don't have a spiritual foundation very much, from like your family or whatever, or you've gone against it, then it can be hard to understand how important it is to make choices that are for you. This is the undoing of separation consciousness. So as you undo separation consciousness, you are going to be able to make a decision much more easily. And I mean, that's really good news. And like I said, it's really a decision that you've already made. And I feel, and like that you're already like building momentum, but there's just some block there, stalemate, because even if you've gone all in, there's still a question, there's still like, is this safe? So just trust and keep moving forward towards what feels most loving to you. And that's enough. And then you'll be given your next step. Sometimes we go all in with something and it's like, okay, that's not for right now after all. This is something, I'm glad I got this far with it. Now I'm going to address this other thing, in my purpose or whatever. And sometimes it's like you just keep going in that direction, and maybe you end up going in a little more of a different direction. So the only way, though, you're going to know basically is to just keep moving forward and creating more momentum, right? So this next card is the card for like both the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine. So, really tying it back together. And this is a nice card. Yeah. Okay. I love this depiction of this king. I think it's so great. You ever feel like that, where it's just like, oh yeah, So, King of Earth. Generous, professional, responsible, practical, a successful time, confidently accept opportunities you're offered, the Midas touch. Yeah, so this speaks to, no matter where you're at on your twin flame journey, your life purpose journey, going deeper with whatever spiritual understandings that really resonate for you, you're gaining some foundation for your success, for a next level of success, and it's safe to accept that. That's what a king or a queen does, right? You graciously accept your wins. And so, yeah, just safe to do that. And as you do that, you're naturally going to magnetize your twin flame and also be pulled towards your twin flame. So it's, you don't stay in place as a person, as like the creator in your reality, right? Like your energy, there's movement there. Like you're not a plant rooted in one place, although you are rooted in a way, hopefully. And if you need to ground, then of course do that, right? But yeah, that kind of speaks to King of Earth too. So this is a very earthy energy and a grounding energy. So as you ground, then that is going to help with this. This is going to help call in the opportunities, or also help you to accept the opportunities that are already right in front of you, and to feel good about your success, your accomplishments. And so let's pull from another deck, and I'll keep this reading, I think, pretty short. I also wanted to bring to your attention that if you are watching this and you're actively on your twin flame journey, and you're like, how do I get with my twin flame? Twin Flame Ascension School is for you. It's on Twin Flames Universe website, or you can go to my website on the resources tab. You can go to the twinflamepsychic.com, the first link down below. And go to the resources tab for all the different classes. But basically what I'm saying is Twin Flame Ascension School is the core teaching that you need, and it's going to provide you, like, it's hundreds of hours of content, right? And it's going to provide you with everything you need. You might think, like, how am I going to watch that? But it's actually it's like the best spiritual information that you can receive for your twin flame journey, and it's based in love. It is Jeff and Shalia's work. They're my spiritual teachers, and I'm in the live classes too. So that's something I can attest to, is just how amazing it is in teaching you how to attract your desires. And so you don't need to control how your desires fall into place, by the way, but you can just do it by learning and applying the work. And it's very simple, but it's extremely deep, and also extremely refined. As you go, you refine yourself, more and more. You become more you, and you are a refined being. And that is also, a process of continuing to harmonize and perfect union. And perfect union also means merging with the divine, not so much merging with your twin flame in the way that some people talk about it, because you're already one with your twin flame, so you don't need to do anything about that. Right, Twin Flame Ascension School is on sale until July 8th. I don't think I got to the end of what I was saying there. So if you want to get it, you're going to save over $1,000. So right now is a really good time, and you can also receive some free coaching sessions with me, and I can walk you through each step of the mirror exercise. And if you're not sure, you can also check out booking a discovery session with me below, which is a very easy investment to make, both financially and with your time. So there's nothing holding you back from doing that. You have nothing to lose with a discovery session, and you could totally book it right now before the 8th. I definitely have places on my calendar for that. So you're good if you want to. And Nature's Whispers is this next deck. So we're just going to kind of see what's coming up. Let's see what's coming up for you about Twin Flame Ascension School. And you might be someone watching this who's already watching classes and stuff. So let's just see what the message is, and this is also, if you're like, what is Twin Flame Ascension School? Or, what spiritual teachings are you talking about? So links are below for everything, and you can take it one step at a time. You can just get in touch with me. You can also book a reading session. Those are really, really wonderful. I love doing them. I like doing them for myself too. Expansion. Yeah, basically, if you want to expand, then you want to go deeper with the spiritual work that is going to attract your twin flame, attract your desires. That also includes your life purpose, abundance, all these really fundamental things where we tend to have some blocks in at least, one main area at some point. And sometimes that's what helps navigate us onto our spiritual path, because everything that you're trying on the outside isn't quite working, or if it is, it falls apart, or you just get what you want and then you're like, that's not actually what I wanted, because it's not, the underlying meaning of it isn't there, like the ideal career, but it actually sucks, but you get a lot of money, or the ideal spouse, but you don't actually love them. Or it can be something a little more subtle. These are very like general examples, but they totally happen, right? So yeah, this is about expansion. And as you expand, you also, in peace, like you naturally fill in those cracks where your foundation isn't so good, with the strength of your innate peace, of your union. And sometimes you do need to dive into those deeper places and really heal very deeply. But that does become easier as you just choose to step on your foundation and away from an unstable, I want to say wannabe foundation, a wannabe foundation. You at some point when you're like, oh crap, I thought I wanted this in my life and this is not it. Or I've been, working so hard and doing everything I can, and the thing that I want still seems so far away. So the struggle, right? And the struggle seems real, but it's not actually real, because it can be easy. And at the same time, expansion happens in divine order. So you will notice some folks are going to attract, certain desires, and maybe they're putting more energy into those, but also it just might be like, you're building your unique union with the divine and with your twin flame. And that's going to be a unique process within the whole, within the framework that works for everyone. So, next card from Nature's Whispers, vulnerability. Well, it's safe to be vulnerable. It's safe to be seen. And actually the work, like Twin Flame Ascension School, doing the mirror exercise, coaching, this is a very vulnerable thing. So I think some people are like, I don't know if I want to do one-on-one coaching. I don't know if I actually want my twin flame, because then I'm going to be seen, or I'm with my twin flame in union already. Why do I need this? Well, this is going to take you into a more vulnerable place. So are you afraid to be vulnerable? And, attack isn't real. So it's not like being vulnerable opens you to attack. It actually opens you to your own strength and to your own love. And it allows you to serve and to share more of that, right? So it allows you to just align with your highest self and ascend. And ascension, yes, it's a vulnerable process. And it also you don't need to go anywhere to ascend. You can create heaven on earth with your twin flame. It's a real thing. And so, yeah, you can do it too. So the next card, fresh approach. This is great. Yeah, I think this is like, this really ties it together. So this is about like starting from where you're at, emptying your cup. I think, I know I've had a tendency at times to really want to hold on to certain things that I've learned, but if you just can surrender them and let them go, they never leave you. Like they always come back to you. And I mean, in some ways, I've actually been pretty good about that, because I've learned a lot of different subjects, but sometimes there's an underlying deeper thing that just, it needs to be like reworked by the hands of the divine. And so if you're malleable in that place, if you're open to change, you're really allowing for a fresh approach. You're allowing the soil to be, tilled, and like then the roots can grow deeper into what you actually desire. And this is going to help you ground too, a fresh approach. It might just be a fresh approach to like what you're already doing too. Like I was just talking to someone about tarot readings, and they were just really like very encouraging about it, and it helped me because Like I know personally, like my family, and you might have a very different experience with your family, but no one, I don't think anyone is really very interested in what I'm doing for my life purpose. And even when I was doing more art, like, and I still am, but it just, nothing. And it didn't really make sense to me because it kind of seems like people in my family who are like not actually doing anything to me that was very meaningful got more attention and praise. And I realize that's not what I'm after anyway. I mean, yeah, sure, I love attention. I'm on YouTube, okay. But that's not the kind of attention. The kind of attention is really just about like, can I serve here? Can I share here? And is my gift being received? Right. And so when you have a fresh approach, you're open to being inspired. You're open to people inspiring you. And I think that's how I could receive more of that inspiration, which really gave to my foundation too, like sometimes it's the little things like, I feel like at some point during these lives, I almost always like get a little emotional. That's happening again. So yeah. Um, let's pull one more card. Make a wish. Yeah, so this is really encouraging you to just not give up on your dreams. Sounds so simple, sounds kind of almost like, what's the word? Cliche in a way. But no, like this is real, right? Because how often do you, like your friends who like kind of give up in just some way, choose to bargain, and you're like, man, why didn't you like pursue that more? Why did you like da 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 da? And you can't judge people. It's not your job to create in their reality or anything. But if you feel that, that's because it's something within you that you can resolve. It's triggering something within you where perhaps you're not like allowing yourself to fully make your wish with just joy and peace and like that childlike spirit, that innocence that's like, yeah, like this can come true. Why not? And that is for you, and that's like your twin flame ascension path too. Like you really can harmonize with your twin flame. I don't care if they're not talking to you, or if maybe you think someone's your twin flame, but if you keep going, you realize, oh, I don't even care about this person anymore. I know that's happened to some people. And some people, yeah, you just have a huge communication block with your actual twin flame. Well, who cares? Like, it doesn't matter. It's not stopping you from harmonizing with them. It's just the block that you're working through. And so that's why I suggest checking out the links. I think they're below. I don't think they're above. I think they're below. And and yeah, then you can take your next step. And really, I have a lot of different next steps you can take. But you can schedule a discovery session. You can schedule a reading session with me, and you can feel into if this is something you want to continue with. That's a really good way. Or if you're really into it, you can just like go for Twin Flame Ascension School. You're like, yeah, why not? I mean, that's what I did. So if you really want to learn how to magnetize your desires and stop struggling, then that's the greatest thing you can do. And then you can just begin coaching right away too. And you're basically set. You're just going to clear those core blocks. It's awesome. And I don't know, I feel like this is not complete. So let's pull a Rumi card and see if that's going to be the last card. And let's go back to this theme of igniting passion and really get clear on the message here for your union, for deeper intimacy, but also for what else you're passionate about. I mean, have you ever noticed when you talk about something you're passionate about, it's like the same feeling as being in love with your twin flame. It's like, your purpose is not separate from your passion. So you can hear me shuffling the cards, I think. I know, like, at one point I'll rearrange this so it's like a little more all visible. So yeah, the card here is Beyond Death, Life. Okay, it's number 1. It's the first card in the deck. So it means you're leaving behind the old vortex and you are moving into the new vortex, and that it's safe to do even if there's things going on in your life that literally feel like some death, that you're leaving. Let it go. And that can look so many different ways, but let go of that dead energy so that you can just move beyond what you can even see right now. You're just moving beyond it, and you don't exactly know what's ahead, but it's safe to feel, it's safe to trust your intuition. And you can go deeper with clearing your intuition, your psychic abilities, right? So let's do one more card to follow up on that energy as you choose, hopefully, to continue, right, into the new vortex and to let the old energy die. Goodbye, right? Let it fertilize or whatever. Dance of the divine feminine. So I think if you're the divine masculine, you're like really digging the divine feminine and, holding space for her to dance. I mean, you're in this dance too, right? I'm kind of holding this like at a funny angle because there's a little bit of a reflection, but I guess it's like at the dance, dancing around. I don't want to do that too much. It's kind of distracting, but anyways. Okay, so number 42. So there's some foundation and unity here. And for the divine feminine, of course, this is just about your dance. This is like you doing you is actually what's going to help you attract what you want the most at this time, not trying to control or force, not necessarily trying to check all the things off your to-do list. If there's something you need to do, of course, sure, do it. But maybe you can just dance your way through it. It can be a little bit more free-flowing than you are possibly fully allowing it to be. So this is also a dance of allowance. And as you allow yourself to flow, to be yourself, to dance, to be present, just in being you, you're also giving permission to others, including your twin flame, to do the same. And that's a big turn on because, like, it's very nice to feel like you can be yourself. And so you really can be yourself in front of your twin flame. And I mean, of course, you can be yourself all the time, but we all know how it feels to actually be received. Hopefully, I think everyone's experienced that at some point, right? Being received for who you are. It always feels very nice. So yeah, that's going to wrap up this reading. Thanks for joining me. Got a few people, it looks like, who joined in even at this time. Well, who knows what time it is for you. I'm not sure where you're all coming from, but I know it's pretty late over here in California now. Maybe you're joining this after the live, catching it later. So yeah, just a reminder, hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet so that you get notified. And it does help, of course, grow my channel and increase the reach. So if you're enjoying any of this content just by subscribing or liking, then you're also allowing it to reach more people. And so that's your vote, that's your power. And I certainly appreciate it. And then if you want to check out moving further along on your spiritual journey, your ascension journey, your twin flame ascension path, and your soul's purpose, then do check out those links below. You can schedule a session with me, and there's other resources. I also just wrote a blog, Reading Reveal, and that is under the blog link, or just from my homepage. It's like the first blog if you're catching this pretty soon after the recording. Cool. All right. Well, take care and have a good one, and I will see you next time. Bye.